For the last 5 years, South Sudan has been ravaged by a brutal civil war. It's left thousands dead and millions displaced, many of whom have fled to neighbouring Sudan, Kenya, and Uganda. For those who remain, there is constant fear of being caught up in the fighting between the many opposing factions. The war began in 2013, 2 years after South Sudan became the world's newest independent nation. Disputes with Sudan over oil escalated and led to clashes between the government and rebel groups. 5 years of fighting has taken its toll. As of late July, according to CNN, the youth unemployment rate in South Sudan was at 38.6%. In a country with a median age of 18.1 years, it means poverty, crime, and delinquency. For young people, life is hard. There are very few job prospects, and many children have been separated from their families and left to fend for themselves. And that is where the Upper Nile Football Academy comes in, set up in 2016 to provide a place for displaced youths and to offer direction for those in a seemingly hopeless situation. Based in the small, dusty town of Rubkona in the north of South Sudan, the academy gives children from the ages of 4 to 18 a chance to play football. They're split into age groups and take part in regular training sessions, matches, and tournaments. But most importantly, the academy, which is part of a United Nations Protection of Civilians site, gives them somewhere to belong. Sport is the only tool left to unite people in South Sudan. Latungwa Kieguang, the co-founder of the Upper Nile Academy, told TIFO, "It's the only way to get back to normal and bring everlasting peace in the country. Sport, if well organised, is a proven remedy for delinquency and waywardness. On the other hand, failing to harness this energy for the good of society can lead it to being used in antisocial behaviour like crime and alcohol abuse." The aim for Kieguang and his colleagues is to create a conducive environment for young children to grow and leave a mark in the world. Without the Upper Nile Academy, many of the youngsters involved would be out on the streets, homeless and addicted to drugs. Instead, football has given them a purpose, and the hope now is that more and more children are inspired to join. I'm glad these boys are becoming role models to others their age. They're going to influence other good talent to join them in the academy, which makes a huge impact, and it's what motivates me most. Amongst the most talented players at the academy is 14-year-old Topmer Doe, nicknamed Antoine Griezmann by his peers. The teenager, like thousands of others his age in South Sudan, was aimless before he arrived at a training session one evening and impressed the Upper Nile coaches with his freestyling. Within 1 month of training with the rest of the team, he was ranked as the best player at the academy, said Kieguang. "I'm sure this guy will make it to the professional level, but the academy needs some help. For all the good work done at Upper Nile, resources remain scarce. A lack of funding and basic equipment makes even putting on training sessions difficult, and there has been little progress made in achieving peace over the last few months. But the academy will continue to make a difference, to spread hope in a country torn apart by war. These young kids are in the middle of displacement and torn families, but they breathe togetherness," reads the latest post on Upper Nile's Facebook page. "To all the coaches coordinating the games, we appreciate you all. Keep your heads up high, young men. Everything will be okay one day."